Let's look at a Bible verse. And I want us to look at Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 9 and 10. The power of the spoken word. Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 9 and 10. And this is what the word of God says. Then the Lord put forth his hand and touched my mouth. Other translations say he touched my lips. Put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And the Lord said unto me, Behold, I have put my words in your mouth. I like that. He touches his mouth and says, Behold, I've put my word in your mouth. And then verse 10 gives now the operational jurisdiction for what those words would do. And he says, See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms. How? By putting words in your mouth. Those words now give you the mandate, they give you the power, you can appropriate them, and what you say affects the destinies of nations and kingdoms. On account of being set, on account of having words in his mouth, the Bible says, See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms, to root out or to overthrow, it says, and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down. You see, what is the function of the words? By use of words, Jeremiah, you will overthrow kingdoms. By use of words, Jeremiah, you will pull down, you will tear down kingdoms. By use of words, Jeremiah, you will actually destroy kingdoms and you will throw them down. By use of words, you will uproot. And by use of those words, you can build others, you will build others, and others you will plant. No? Very interesting thing. The power of words. That words can actually demolish, words can destroy, words can actually invigorate, and words can actually demolish. God starts by calling Jeremiah, and Jeremiah says, I'm only a child, I don't know how to speak. And God says, yeah, don't say you are a child, because I will send you to nations and you will say what I tell you to say. Why? Because the spoken word, physical spoken word in the physical realm, creates physical impact, tangible. So God, when he's preparing Jeremiah, he touches his mouth and says, today I'm doing something to you that will carry you throughout the time of your mission. I'm giving you words. You will not go with a lot of power as people perceive power. You will not go with weapons as people perceive weapons. But the force of your word will determine the destinies of nations. Now, when you study the book of Jeremiah, Jeremiah does not appear like he is a very powerful guy. Jeremiah's life as described in the Bible does not present him as powerful prophet as we understand power and prophecy. He's a guy who was put in a well by a king. He's a guy who was shackled. He's the guy he did very many things, and he was really humiliated and he was harassed and all that. He was even at one point, a king says, put this guy in a cell